I know after last game you were upset with kind of the effort after that second half. How much more pleased are you with where things are with your group?
Well, I think it's better. I think it's better. I mean, it's. I think there was a lot of growth in this game, but ultimately, we need to make more plays. The goal is to win the game, figure out how to win the game. So we're never going to be happy with the fact that we didn't do that. But if you didn't see progress today, then you weren't watching the same game I was watching. We had a lot of freshmen out there, a lot of young players, and I thought a lot of them did a lot of really, really good things. So I don't want that to go unnoticed. We're disappointed. It hurts when that happens, but I thought we did some good things today.
And then what was kind of the biggest message coming out of halftime to kind of get things rolling in the right way offensively?
Well, an area that we have to improve in is our focus and our attention to detail. And I was not happy at halftime because there were about 3 adjustments that we had made prior to the game. And we were having players out on the floor kind of give that look of, I don't understand what you're talking about. So these are things that have to get better. So, I mean, I jumped him at halftime. I went back through everything. And it wasn't a lot. And it is difficult. I've said before, I've got to figure out that space between how many adjustments you can make with a young team and not overload them. But they gotta meet somewhere too. It can't keep being an excuse. You're either ready to do it or you're not ready to do it, right? And so I thought in the second half we looked ready to do it. And what you saw Gina with the post-up stuff. You saw Harrod on that spacing away on the dive. You saw Spicer grow up in some chase stuff. She's been taking way too many tough shots. She's going to shoot a lot of logo-type threes, but her feet being set and having space, that was difference in her game. But I thought Jordan grew up a lot today defensively. I thought this was one of her better defensive games. I thought Anaya Foy gave us a big lift. I thought veteran Tess Heel has been working really hard to lead a young group. I thought she had a big second half. So I saw a lot of positives.
And then you kind of mentioned it, but all 4 of your freshmen contributed pretty major things today. That's something that you're going to need if you guys want to have success this season. How nice was that to kind of get that all rolling together at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, when you have this many freshmen that are expected, expected to contribute, but talented enough to contribute, you're going to have some bumps, but you're also, I've used the word growth a lot. And, we're going to need them to keep doing what they did today. I think if they keep doing that, we're going to see a lot of improvement, and we'll be on the other side of these.
Gina said, as you said, the post-up stuff with her was worked on yesterday, and was it the plan the whole game to, hey, let's get it to you, let's see if we can play the numbers game and make them make adjustments, or was that based on it was tough to get points inside today?
Yeah, so there were a couple things. Coach Nick brought it up early in practice because of a certain matchup, and we hadn't really worked on it. And he asked, obviously we did that a lot with Serena, right? And he said, are you comfortable with putting it in? So my answer was yeah. And then I worked with Gina after practice on just kind of, because we didn't have a whole lot. It wasn't like we spent a lot of time on it. We just, and I kind of went through some things. And but we knew that we also, because of our lack of depth today, may need to slow and rest a little bit. And that's a set where everybody gets to rest, right? And so we just knew we didn't have frontline depth today. 2 players down, both on the front line. And we thought, one, that set could be successful. We thought A&M may double it. We thought we might free up some shots that way. And then we also thought we'd be able to get some rest that way. So,
And you brought up missing a player, Janessa Cotton. Didn't have her today. What's her status?
yeah, I mean, day to day, but probably not Tuesday if I'm being honest. Yeah, she. I could maybe see them. You might see her at the game Tuesday. I mean, she might be able to start warming up, but I mean, she's in a protocol right now that she can't do anything. So.
And then Taryn had just 22 minutes. It looked like she had something on her shoulder. I
Yep.
don't know if that affected her minutes or.
Not really. I thought she did take a. There was a. I did pull her out one time because it looked like she was wincing a little bit. She kind of injured that. I guess last game. I think it was last game. But ultimately, I think she ended up being fine. But I did take her out one time because she got in that. There was like a tie up or something. And I thought maybe she took a shot because I saw the look on her face, and I just kind of pulled her. But other than that, I think she's okay.
Is Nastya supposed to be back by Tuesday, or is that going to be a little later in next week?
I'm hoping. Her flight is scheduled to be back before Tuesday. I'll be checking the airlines. But her flight is scheduled to be back, and so we hope that she's available on Tuesday, and if everything goes as planned, she will be.
And then there, and I'm sure this was just them kind of forgetting some of the things that look into, but specifically with Anaya, she goes out there, gets pulled pretty much immediately, goes back, you guys talk, and then she goes back. What was kind of the biggest adjustment that you saw her make after having to kind of be
Effort.
Yeah.
Effort. I'm not. I've told them I'm patient, but I'm not patient if you're not sprinting back, and I'm not patient if there's a turnover and you're jogging behind that play. That's not where I'm going to be patient at, and it's also why I put her back in a minute later. It was just me making the point. I know that young players are going to make mistakes. My message to them has been, don't let them be effort mistakes. Don't let them be focus mistakes. Let's clean those up, and I'll live with some of the growing pains of college basketball. But I got to make sure that you're playing as hard as you're capable of.